Assume command, AC Callahan, assume the interior sector. Command was notified that the homeowner was not, that the homeowner was out of the building, but there was still a pet dog in the house. Although faced with heavy fire conditions throughout the interior of the structure and fire venting through the roof, it was decided that the attack post crew would make a push, while the truck crew conducted a search and vented from the outside.
That's not what happened.
When our engine, truck, and tanker arrived on scene, the interior attack team made a valiant push with the hose line and continued to search for the dog. Assistant Chief Callahan was able to find the lifeless pet. The dog was on its last breath, having been inside the fire for over 15 minutes. Assistant Chief Callahan removed the dog from the interior of the house and then handed the dog over to junior firefighter Brian LeGros. Brian carried the dog over to our engine where he began CPR. Not only was Brian giving chest compressions, he was giving rescue breaths. After a few minutes of CPR, Brian noticed that the dog was beginning to show movement. The dog became responsive. Brian waited a few minutes longer, then handed the dog over to the Port Jervis ambulance crew and the regional EMS crew, who administered oxygen with a new pet oxygen mask provided through a grant from Invisible Fence of Orange County. After a brief stay at the Port Jervis ambulance building, the dog was reunited with its very grateful owner. I can't begin to express how proud I am of our entire first arriving crew for the push that they made that evening. It was textbook. I am proud to say that Assistant Chief Callahan and Junior Firefighter LeGros performed their duties that night to the fullest. Although the house suffered extensive damage, we were able to save a man's best friend. It was from the teamwork and support of all our members, along with the quick actions of Assistant Chief Callahan and Junior Firefighter LeGros, that made this rescue and resuscitation possible. I now would like to request Assistant Chief Callahan and Firefighter LeGros to please step forward.
I think the dog is still waiting to be taken out for dinner, too.
Assistant Chief Rich Callahan, Greenville Township Fire and Rescue Department, in recognition of your performance in rescue and removal of a family dog while operating at Box 1560 453 Grahamtown Road, March 28, 2011. Firefighter Brian LeGros, Greenville Township Fire and Rescue Department, in recognition of your performance in the resuscitation of a family dog while operating at Box 1560 453 Grahamtown Road, March 28, 2011. Hold up, there's more. Their effort didn't go unnoticed outside of our department as well. This letter, dated April 28, 2011, Dear Greenville Fire and Rescue, on March 28th, Assistant Chief Callahan and Junior Firefighter Brian LeGros responded to a fire where they saved the life of a dog that clearly would have died without their meritorious assistance. The fact that they went above and beyond the call of duty to help an animal in desperate need has resulted in us naming them Pets Alive Animal Champions of the Year. Pets Alive Animal Sanctuary is one of the oldest no-kill organizations in the United States. The mission of our sanctuary is to rescue, rehabilitate, and place animals into loving homes. Last year, Pets Alive saved more than 1,000 animals from our Middletown location and 1,500 from our Westchester location. Pets Alive is recognized within the local community, nationwide, and around the world as a leader in developing alliances to end the killing of adoptable animals and promoting their humane treatment. The award will be presented at our annual Fur Ball, which will be held on June 11th at the Sawmill Club in Mount Kisco, New York. We would like to invite Assistant Chief Callahan and Firefighter Brian LeGros, along with a guest, to be our honorees at this year's event for the presentation of this award. We thank all the members of the Greenville Fire Department for caring enough to make a difference for animals in need, and we commend the leaders in this house for setting such a shining example. And warmly, Carrie Clare, Executive Director, Pets Alive Animal Sanctuary.